Good evening everyone, my name is Magongcar Abdulrashid, and today I'll be discussing the quadratic equation methods. So let's start off by reading the learning objectives. The first one, identify which method is efficient to solve quadratic equation. The second one is apply the methods on to solve quadratic equations. And the last one is persist in solving quadratics using multiple methods even when initial attempts fail. So, what is quadratic equation? Quadratic equation, which are of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. So, quadratic equations are a fundamental in algebra. Solving quadratic equation is a foundational skill in algebra, and there are 4 primary methods to achieve this. The first one is extracting square roots. The second one is factoring. The third one is completing the square, and the last one is quadratic formula. And using each of this method has a unique applications depending on the structure of the equation. So let's start off by discussing those methods. The first one is extracting the square roots. So the steps are, first we write the equation in this format. Ax plus b squared is equal to c. Then take the square of the both sides, then solve. So here's an example of extracting the square root. First is, in this equation, 3 times x plus 1 squared is equal to 27. So the first step here is that we divide both sides by 3. So here's it. Then we get x plus 1 squared is equal to 9. And then we square it both sides. We square root both sides because that's in the second step. Then we get x plus 1 is equals to plus and minus 3. Take note that when you're getting the square root of a number, you have to not forget the plus and minus sign. And then we equate this equation, x plus 1 to plus minus 3 and negative 3. So x plus 1 is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 minus 1, transpose yung 1 dito, nagiging negative, then x is equal to 2. And then in the other, where negative 3, x plus 1 is equal to negative 3, x minus 3 minus 1, pag-add lang yan since same sign, then we get x is equal to 4. Thus, the value of x is 2 and x is equal to negative 4. Now, let's proceed to the second method, which is factoring. So the steps in factoring is that we rewrite this the equation in this format, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and then we find the factors of c that add up to b. So yung factor ng c is dapat pag i-add mo yung value ng b is yun siya. Okay, so after that is i-factor mo lang, then i-solve. And then ito yung example. So in this equation, x squared plus 3x minus 12 is equals to 6. So we first have to transform this equation in the standard form. So we subtract both sides by negative 6. So x squared plus 3x minus 18 is equal to 0. After that, we have to find the factors of negative 8. So yung factors ng negative 8 is negative 3 and 6. So ito yung mangyayari sa equation. And then we equate this 2 term by 0, ang mangyayari is x plus 6 is equal to 0. Magiging yung x natin is negative 6. Yan yung first natin na x. And then, yung isa naman, yung x minus 3, na x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then, yung yung 3, negative 3, i-transpose natin sa kabila. Then, x is equals to 3. Thus, yung value ng x natin is x plus 3 and x minus 3. Now, let's proceed to the third method. The third method is completing the square. In this method, these are the following steps. First step is write in this format: a x squared plus bx is equal to c. And then, yung value ng a is dapat palagi yan 1. So, if ever na magiging 2 yan, 3, or any numbers na hindi 1, kailangan mo siyang i-divide para lang maging 1. Ma-satisfy yung first step na a is always 1. Then, complete natin yung square. Yung first na gagawin natin is gagamitin natin tong formula b half square. Then, i-add natin yung b half square on both sides, like dito sa right at saka dito sa left. And then, yun, i-factor lang, and then square root on both sides and solve. So, here's the example. In the equation, 2x squared minus 2x is minus 78 is equal to 0. So, yung first step natin is gagawin natin yung format, which is ax squared minus bx is equal to c. So, makita naman natin na yung negative 78 natin, which is yung c, is na-transpose sa right side. And then, ang gagawin natin, since nabuo na natin yung format, kailangan natin maging i-divide sa 2 para maging 1 yung a. Note na yung 1 dito is yung 2. So, after divide, makukuha natin is x squared minus 10x minus is equal to 39. Yan yung standard form natin sa completing the square. And then, yung second step na gagamitin natin itong formula para i-add on both sides. So, yung b natin, take note na yung b is negative 10. So, negative 10 over 2 squared. Then, magiging negative 5 square. So, negative 5 square is equal to 25. So, ito yung format niya. Diba? Na-i-add natin yung value, itong complete na square, sa left side at saka sa right side. So, pag i-add natin yung 39 and 25, makukuha natin is 64. So, ito yung mangyayari. After that is square natin yung both side, square root yung both side. Then, ang makukuha natin is x minus 5 is equals to plus and minus 8. And then, same lang sa format na ginawa natin dun sa previous methods, na i-equate lang natin sa positive and negative value. So, x minus 5 is equal to negative 8. Then, x negative 8 plus 5 is equals to negative 3. So, yan yung first natin na value ng x. Then, yung next is x minus 5 is equals to 8. Then, x is equals to 8 plus 5. X is equals to 30. So, ang value ng x natin in this equation is x minus 3 plus x equals to 30. Last is yung quadratic formula. So, in this, medyo madali lang siya, pero yung calculations lang yung mahirap. So, in here, ang gagawin natin, yung first step is i-rewrite natin yung format ng equation into ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Then, i-plug in natin yung mga numbers dito sa formula natin. Then, yun, isolve lang. So, yung example natin dito is solve the equation 3x squared plus 5x plus 4 is equals to 2. So, transform natin itong equation to standard form kung saan itong 2 is kailangan magiging 0. So, i-transpose natin siya dito, magiging negative 2. Then, 4 minus 2 is equals to positive 2. So, ito yung standard form. So, note na yung A natin is 3, yung B natin is 5, and then yung C natin is 2. So, using the formula, x is equals to negative b, which is 5, plus and minus square root of negative b squared minus 4a tsaka c. 4 times 3 times 2. So, dito naman sa baba is 2a, which is 3. So, isolve lang natin, calculate negative 5 plus and minus square root of 25 minus 24. 25 minus 24 is just 1. So, ito yung kalabasan niya. Yung kalabasan niya is plus and minus 1. So, negative 5 plus 1 is equals to 2/3. Kasi, negative 5 plus 1, negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4 over 6. And 4 over 6, divide natin yun, so madidivide sila sa 2. So, 2 and 3. And negative 2/3. So, yun yung first na x natin. Then, yung second is negative 5 minus 1. Negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6. And negative 6 divided by 6 is equal to negative 1. Thus, yung value ng x natin is negative 2/3. And x is equals to negative 1. Yan yung value natin pag ginamit natin yung quadratic formula dito sa isang equation. So, that's all, and thank you.